Hello everyone, Sue here again from Sue's Dog Broadmouth Garden today, and I just wanted to do some seeds in the polytunnel. I really need to get some flowers done for the garden. I've done a lot of seeds for the vegetables and stuff, but I need to concentrate on some flowers, and I've got a load of seeds left and I need to get them in the garden. So I'm going to put up a load of seeds today, and I'm going to show you them, what we're doing. I sorted out a load of seeds in a previous video, got rid of a load of stuff that wasn't germinating on the table, so I've made way for new stuff now, and I'm running out of space already. But oh yes, and by the way, I did have a lot of wildflower seeds in my garage, and a mouse has been in there and ate them all. So I've got I can hear the chickens. They sound like a load of ducks sometimes, or geese. You know when geese kick off? They sound like that. I can hear them in the background kicking off about something. Anyway, so today we're going to do a load of seeds. So I'm going to hang you up on the thing, and I'm going to show you what seeds I'm going to do today. And you can watch me if you want. Okay, so see you again in a minute. Hello again. My chickens are really kicking off. I might have to go and investigate. I'm just going to go and check out what my chickens are moaning about, see if it's anything or if it's just nothing. Okay, I'll see you again in a minute. Hello again. Right, I went to investigate to see why the chickens were kicking off. I can't actually see any reason why they kicked off. They just do that sometimes. Anyway, so what we're going to do today is keep ourselves nice and calm. Is some seeds. So yesterday I wanted to sow some radishes and some cress. I got waylaid yesterday, as always, doing other things. I did put in all my little gem lettuce that my friend gave me, because she gave me loads of little gem lettuce, and I thought I'd better sort them out. I did put on a lot of stuff yesterday. I got rid of stuff that wasn't growing. Replanted things, split things up. I've planted out the whole of the front. I'll show you that. I haven't showed you that because I've done that last night. And today I'm going to be doing a load more seeds. A nice basket. But it is a really nice basket with a hessian inside, and this is to put in my produce when I pick it inside my polytunnel. And I'm just going to put it in this lovely basket. But at the moment I've put all my flower seeds in here to show you. So I'll just go through my flower seeds, and as I was saying before, yeah, I had a mouse visit in my garage where I was keeping my seeds. So now I'm going to have to take all my seeds indoors. They ate mainly the wildflower seeds. That's funny, isn't it? Anyway, so we're going to be planting today. Oh yeah, I've got these. I just wanted to show you these. Hold on, I'll just put these down back in there. So I've got these exotic fruit things that I bought. When did I buy this? I bought this before Christmas, and I just wanted some different kinds of little exotic fruits. So these are from Thompson & Morgan, and inside you get 5 packets of different kinds of seeds. So the only ones I've got left now are these sort of melon seeds, because I couldn't sow those before now, and the rest are the so one of these is a cucumber melon, so that one there. And this grows, I noticed, wow, it grows really big. It can grow up to it can grow because it's like a rambling vine. So what I was going to do is grow it in the polytunnel and let it go up like the poles and stuff. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to let this one ramble away, and it's like a cucumber melon, and the fruits are right, so it's a fabulous decorative fruiting climber that's easy to grow and produces grape-sized mini watermelon fruits which taste like cucumber with a twist of lime. They sound amazing. Can you see that? Sorry, the writing's back to front. So what you do is you sow the seeds in the pots. So we've got these little pots, and they have dried earth in, and they're like little little earth pots, and I've got them outside rehydrating. So these melon seed things are going to go in them pots. I've got 2 outside, and you sow these from April to May, so we're in the correct month now. And then you put the pots in a polythene bag at a temperature of 70 to 75 on a windowsill or in a greenhouse or a polytunnel to germinate. So what I'll do is I'll put them in the little pots, and then I'll go and get a couple of little plastic bags. Your seedlings are 7 centimeters, 2 to 5 inches high, or when the risk of frost has passed, plant out in grow bags, tubs or soil, 30 40 centimeters, 12 to 16 inches apart, and support with canes as the vines ramble. So as I said, I'm going to grow these in the polytunnel, dotted around towards the edges, so that I can just tie them in onto the poles at the top and tie them in with string, like I do with all my things that climb. Everything that climbs gets tied in with string. I tied in my sweet peas yesterday down the middle here, in the middle bed. I tied in my sweet peas, and the next thing to tie in I think will be my tomatoes, but I haven't tied them in yet. But they're only tiny at the moment, they don't need tying in yet. And the other one that I've got is the melon ogun, which is an incredibly rich and sweet. The pale green flesh of ogun melons have an almost indescribably delicious flavour. Sow seeds in pots provided from April to May. Put the seed, same thing, in a polythene bag. Germination. Once seedlings are large enough to be planted out, acclimatise them to outdoor conditions before planting into grow bags, 2 plants per bag, or into garden soil, 36 inches apart. So I think we will grow these ones then there outside in the garden. So I'm going to put in a no-dig bed opposite the polytunnel, and I think this, and we're going to cover it up with some special netting, and we've got some special like hoops coming to cover the polytunnel with, not the polytunnel, the outdoor bed, and we're going to cover it up with some not fleece but like really fine mesh netting, so that when things germinate they don't get eaten. And but I will be taking the cover off so that bees and stuff can get in there and fertilise the flowers, obviously. So anyway, so that's that little thing there. And the other things that came from these were the strawberries, the mignon strawberries. Oh, and I need to show you my path, because remember I told you the other day that I have millions of these mignon strawberries around in my garden, and at the front steps to the river side of the place I have millions of them growing in the ground. Like, there's loads. I'll show you, they're flowering right now actually. I've just been round there. And the other ones was the chocolate tomatoes, and the other one was the thing I can't pronounce, the pineapple gooseberries, which look like this. If you pineapple berry, cake berry, them. So that's what they look like, and I have them growing in here already. So today we're going to do these 2, and then what else are we going to do? Ox-eyed daisies, morning glory, lavatera. We're going to do some more pot marigold because I need more outside. I'm going to try growing some lavender, but I've heard it's really hard to grow lavender. Larkspur and some cosmos. I also have what I got from my own garden, some white buddleia, and then we've got these, oh I can't remember what these are called. Oh, these are forget-me-nots, but there's white, pink and blue there, so I might not sow all of these today. And then we have a butterfly collection and bee collection of flowers there. See, the mouse tried to eat that, look. Just tried to nibble that there, but it didn't get to the seeds, so I've moved them now. Then we got some different coloured lobelia. So I've got this colour lobelia, all different colours, and then we've got a purple one as well. And I'm gonna I want these for my rockery. And then we got some candy tuft. We got some aquilegia because I absolutely love these. Antirrhinums, I love those. Snapdragons. I've also got some common mallow that I bought from another company, and I thought I sowed some of these Californian poppies, but I can't see them anywhere, so I'm going to plant some more of them. More pansies, never have too many pansies, watercress, some wild poppies, they're a wildflower, and some giant lawn daisies. These I took from seeds from my lawn because we didn't mow the lawn last year because our lawnmower didn't seem to be working, and it didn't matter anyway because we never had anybody here. I have mowed the lawns this year so far, but I let the wildflowers in the lawn grow, and I took these giant lawn daisies from there, so we've got those now. Oh, that didn't take, but I do have a couple of cuttings here. There's one there, and I've got my, I don't know if that's going to take, it seems to be growing, my hosta that I accidentally broke. Oops, one of these, that's not going to grow. These are the flowers from the green sprouting broccoli. And you're supposed to cultivate them before they get to this stage. So I just wanted to see what the flowers look like. They're really pretty actually. Look, these lovely yellow flowers, can you see that? Yeah, and that's from them over there. I've since cut off all the heads and I've blanched them, and I'm going to put them in the freezer now. And I'm going to keep an eye on them, so as soon as they start growing heads, I'm going to cut them, because that's the bit that you're supposed to eat. So anyway, let's crack on. So I've just moved the camera nearer so you can see what I'm doing today. So first of all, I'm going to do the watercress. Where did I put my, and I need to put some radishes in the polytunnel today, because yeah, I haven't sowed any radishes yet, and the ones that I've got over there are nearly ready to be harvested. So I need to get some more sown in here. I think I might just put them in between the bush courgettes, which are around the other side of this middle bed. So I'm going to do that. So first things first, we're going to sow some cress. This is aqua cress, so watercress basically. So when I grew cress last time, I grew it in these. So I've already potted them up and I've watered them. So I'm just going to sprinkle some seeds on each one. And I will compare these seeds to the other ones that I bought, because I'm not sure if they're the same or if it's just a different company that I've got them from and the seeds are the same, because I wanted the bigger leafed watercress, if you know what I mean, not the teeny tiny one, but I'm not sure which one this is. There seems to be different types of cress, so that's enough of those. So we'll put that back in there, but I'm hoping these are the ones. I'm not sure now if they're the ones that I'm thinking. Anyway, never mind if they're not. So I'm just going to cover them up with a bit of soil when I was doing this. I'm not sure if this earth is any good, by the way. This is one that we bought that I showed you in the previous video. I don't know which video it is now. Let's go and look. I will put it on the front of the video. I was just going to do a tiny little video just for the earth that I bought, so that people can, so they know where I bought it from, in case they want to go and get some themselves and order it. So I'm just going to spray these. So I've already watered them. I'm just spraying the top of the soil so it's a bit moist, and then we're just going to stick a stick in there, and we'll put ×2 because we know, I've got to find, yeah, the other one that I bought is fine curled cress, so this is watercress, so I think this is the bigger one, I'm hoping. What it said. So that's that. So we've already started, we've done 2 lots of cress, so I'm going to put them on the other table. So what we're going to sow now are some wild poppies. I don't really want to sow them indoors. There's 1,000 seeds in here. So what I'll do is I'll sow some indoors, and then the rest I'll just put outside. I'm just hoping that if I do that, that not every single bird eats all of them. I'm just going to sow a few more. And then when they're big enough to handle, when they're about this big, I'll plant them out in the garden. And I have to do it when Anu's not looking, because Anu will go and investigate what I'm up to. He's so funny, but he will be nosy. He's very nosy. Very, very nosy. So this is an ongoing, never-ending job, sowing seeds. Now, I don't want misses coming eating all my seeds. Right, so that's the pansy. See what I've done already? I put the poppy thing in there. I need to actually do the labels before I put the things away. So I'm going to use one of these long labels for this one. The little exotic flowers that I got these special little tool as well. Look, like a little cutter for cutting. Isn't that cool? So you know, like when you're trimming things and stuff, like when you're, you know, like you're cutting your beans off or something, you can just use these garden gear. I'm just going to pop them in this little pot up here where I've got a pair of scissors hanging in a little pot. Anyway, so that's two things we've done. So we've got our wildflower poppies here. Right, let's get on with something else. So we do our pansies next. I've still got a whole pot of pansies on there, but I'm going to be doing two hanging baskets today. And some of the pansies I'm going to be putting in a garden that I'm creating over here, where Anu can't get, haha, but the chickens still can. So, right, let's just sprinkle out some of these lovely pansies. So we're going to do 2 pots of these pansies again, because I do love pansies. Right, I've still got a load left. So I will put them out later. So these pansies are called Swiss Giant. They're the same as the ones I bought before, because I bought them at the same place basically. So I'll use one of these labels first. So Swiss Giant pansy. So I know that I've done 2 pots, so I don't have to waste another label. I'll just cover them up. See, these aren't going to take up any room in my polytunnel, all these flowers, because obviously I'm going to be putting them all outside. So they might take up some room at the moment, but at the moment we don't need to do any more veg seeds. Well, we're running out of room basically. My partner's going to do 2 more tables for me over the other side, which would be great, because I need the space. Right. So that's that done. So we've done the pansies, we've done the poppies, and we've done whatever else it was we did, cress. Now, next one. Right, we're going to sow some more of these Californian poppies, because I don't know where they went. I could have sworn I sowed some of these, or was that another, was that last year? I can't remember when I bought these. This might have been last year that I sowed some of these. And I had a very disastrous growing last year. I didn't have anywhere to put any of my seeds. I just put them all outside and they all died. They grew and then something ate them all. So it was a bit disastrous. This year I'm a lot more organised because I've got a polytunnel now. So we're going to do these Californian poppies. So we're going to do 1 large one and 1 small one. If I remember, these are beautiful. And they're all stuck to my fingers. Ugh. And we'll just split them up. There's loads in there. I don't know how many. It must be over 1,000 seeds in this pack. I reckon there is. I think there's over 1,000 seeds in there. Right, so these are called Californian multicoloured poppy. I mean, look at them. They're stunning, aren't they? Wouldn't you want those in your garden? really huge splash of colour. So we're going to do that. Californian poppy. We've done a lot of poppies, done wild poppies and Californian poppies. Right, so that and that one are together. So we've done the poppies. So next we're going to do the giant lawn daisies that I actually took from the seeds of off the lawn. So we'll see if they grow, shall we? And you see them at the grass verges. They're really tall. Here they are. So there's the seed heads. So what I just need to do is break them up a little bit. And look, see that? I just crushed them up. And then all the seeds come out. So I just picked off the flowers once they've dried. And now I've got millions of these seeds. So I'll take out the stubby bits. Because I've taken out the seeds now. There's millions of seeds there. Nature is just amazing. I am so amazed how it works, how it produces things. We don't appreciate it enough. Wow, look at that. I'll show you how many seeds, I mean thousands of seeds from those 5 little flower heads. See that? There's thousands of those. So we're just going to sprinkle a few on each of these. Hold on, there's one more there. So I'm just going to sprinkle some on 2 pots. And hopefully we'll get hundreds and I can sow them back into the lawn. I'll go and put them in the field. I really want to cultivate the field, like put loads and loads of wildflowers in it, but you have to cultivate it first before you can do that. It won't just happen. So I'm going to start putting stuff in the field. Slowly but surely I will. Right, I'm going to have to tie them up. So they're the lawn daisies. I don't actually know what they're called. I just called them giant lawn daisies. Because that's what they look like. I don't think I can spell. Right, so I will tie them with a bit of string so they don't come undone. So I'll tie them up with a piece of string. Again. So here, right. Just found out the date is the 26th of May, not the 27th. I've just put the 27th on all the seeds that I've done. And I've roughly done about 10 lots of seeds now. But that's 20 pots because I've done 2 pots of seeds, 2 pots of each one. So that's quite a lot of flowers. It's actually got really cold now. It was really warm, but now it seems to have got cold. So the next lot of seeds that I'm going to do are these mixed flowered lobelia. I've just done the blue ones. I'm just working my way through all the seeds that I put out today. I've put some away because they're for later, because they're for next year's flowers now, like the wallflowers and stuff like that. So I won't be doing those, but I'm going to be doing... Oh, it's really quite cold. I've got to shut the door. Hold on. Yeah, the temperature's suddenly gone down. It was really warm when I first came out here, but it's really got cold. So I'm not jumping around today, so I'm not really generating much heat. So we're going to do these mixed coloured lobelia now. So they're really, really fine. You don't even know you're holding them. The seeds are so fine, you can't even feel them between your fingers. It's amazing. So I'm just sprinkling some on each one. Hopefully not too many, because you can't see them. They're like microscopic seeds. Anyway, there's a few left in there. So these are lobelia trailing colour cascade mixed. So all these seeds that I'm doing now are going to go outside in the garden, because it's too late now for these hanging baskets. I've got to use up the plants that I've got in here because they're starting to flower. So I'm going to do these 2 hanging baskets shortly. They need doing now. I'm running out of labels. I'm actually going to run out. I bought, God knows, I don't even know how many I bought. I need to get some more of these that I had before, because these are really good sturdy labels, and I'm hoping that the writing comes off and I can reuse them again next year. And then what I'm doing is trying to keep them together when I put them over here. I'm putting the unlabelled one in front of the labelled one so that I'm saving on labels, and also once the seedlings start coming up I'll know which one goes to which anyway, because they'll all look completely different hopefully. So that's that. So the ones we've got to do next, so I've done the little exotic seeds, they're over there. I've put loads over there. So I'm going to do these Morning Glory, the Oxide Daisies, some more Pot Marigolds, because I definitely need some more of these. The Lavaterra, because I love those. They're quite tall. Larkspur's quite tall. The Cosmos are tall. And I'm just going to leave these for now. And I think I might just throw them in the garden and hope for the best. So we'll do them when it's a nice day. It's not a very nice day now. I'm really annoyed. But I'm going to take these all indoors so they don't get any more nibblings. So that's brand new, that pack, so I'll have to put it in my new box. Even though it's been nibbled. Anyway, so we're going to do the Morning Glory now. Hopefully these are a bit bigger, the seeds. I've left my flower pots outside. Getting through all my flower pots. But I thought it's easier if I put them in flower pots than seed trays, because the seed trays take up loads of room, whereas flower pots you can just dot them around. And you can get millions of them on the table. I've got loads and loads of different flower pots. I mean, if I'm doing the seed trays, there's only so many you can put in a seed tray. I mean, I've got a seed tray here, which is, I might put some seeds in one side of it, because I took a load of, that's what I keep doing with my seed trays, if you look. So, I took out, oh, the dill, there was dill growing here, so I took out the dill yesterday. I've got some Astro Asters I planted the other day in here, and the Brussels sprouts, which don't, and there's a basil growing in there. I recognise that, that's a basil. That's a Brussels sprout, but there's none other. Oh, there's some coming up there and there and there. But I'm going to put some more seeds in this side, so that's what I'm going to do there. 3 more pots here, all different shapes and sizes. Really beautiful when I first came out here. Now it's gone all overcast, looks like it's going to rain. Right, so the Morning Glory we're going to put in. These are beautiful, these are tall plants as well. I love height, so I've got loads of space to put all these tall flowers. So I want the garden to look stunning this year, so that is my aim. So as long as Anu doesn't eat them all when I put them out. Oh, they're huge, them seeds. They're really big. Don't know if you can see them, they're quite big. I might actually put them in this bit. I'll just put a bit more compost in here. This is what I do, you know, because these seed trays, once something gets done, I just replace it with something else straight away. Just keep reusing the seed tray. That's the way I'd roll. So I'll just pop that bit of wetness on there. I don't want to wet this too much, because this earth on the other side is really, really wet. And I'm just going to put some of these lovely Morning Glory in here. So if I put them in rows of 3, I can actually see these, even though they're black. They're beautiful though, look at those, they're heavenly blue. Oh, they'd be lovely when they come up. I will put them down there. Let's just do a little bit of compost on the top. Do another little squirt with the sprayer. And then do a label. So another little squirt. I mean, I could put a lid on this. I might actually do that. I've still got the lids in here, so I could just put a lid on that to help it along with the germination. I have to keep I've got a tea towel now. I brought a tea towel in because these labels won't write if they get wet. So, Morning Glory. I just do my labels like that, and sometimes I actually put what variety it is, but Morning Glory is normally blue, and what date I've sowed it. And if I do more than one pot, I'll write ×2, ×3 on the one label. So we'll put a lid on that because it will help them germinate. There we go. I'll leave that there. There. That'll help with the germination. Right, I'm just trying to keep tidy in here. So these, the little pots that I've used for those weird gooseberry things and stuff are like this. So you get this little pot and then you get this dried earth, and then you just pop it in there and you just rehydrate it with water. I don't need this one, so I'm going to just pop it in here and we can use it another day. Right, now we're going to do these oxide daisies, which are like the ones that are in the lawn. I reckon they're these actually, which I've already sowed, the ones I collected from my own lawn, but they look like these oxide daisies. I think this is what they are actually. Oh, they're slightly smaller than the others. Yeah, they're not the same. They're a lot smaller, the seeds. I don't know if you can see that. So I'm going to do 2 pots of these. And that's it. Very fine. There's loads in there. Going to last me for ages. I think that in my beds here, this one along the edge, might get random flowers popping up where I've missed putting them back in the packet, and they might be just going to grow inside here in this bed. So let's do a label. I had to do this immediately because it's so that all these pots look the same, and there's millions of them now, loads of these pots. I'll put a little bit of compost on the top. I'll leave the compost off until I've finished doing it, because otherwise I don't know if that pot has actually got anything in it. Like this one at the end, I know hasn't got anything in it because everything that I'm doing is in 2s, hopefully, apart from them wild poppies, which I only done 1 of. There we are. So I cleared off this table so that I made more room to put the flowers. They're much more important than junk that I can just store away in my garage. I need all this space for plants. And then I will put some plants in here when I've finished. So, next one, pot marigold. Yeah, I need some of these because I really like pot marigold. I need to do a big pot of those because they're really good for the garden and for my raised beds I'm doing. I need to put the pot marigolds in with them. That's why I'm growing so many herbs, because I've got loads of herbs in here like sage and loads of basil and stuff like that. And then I'm going to be taking some cuttings off my 2 mints. I've got a peppermint and a spearmint in the garden, just in pots at the moment. They're growing really big, and I'm going to take cuttings off them. And then I'm going to put pots round the garden, not actually put them in the garden, because otherwise my garden will be taken over by mint. I will put pots of mint around the garden to deter any bugs and carrot root fly and stuff like that. So highly pongy herbs. So sage I've grown next to the salad and the beans and the tomatoes. So right, I'm going to just water this one, and we're going to put in the pot marigolds in that one. I've got some cosmos here, so I'm going to put this in this smaller pot. So it's a Mexican asta. So, yeah, the seeds are just in there. They're not in a little foil packet. I'm hoping these grow because these are quite old, these seeds. I'm going to put them in this pot here. They're quite big things. So we'll just do a few and see if they grow, and if they do, that's great, and if they don't, never mind. I'm going to have to order some more labels, I think. Not sure where we bought them. I'll have to have a look. I'll have to get some more. If they germinate quick, I'll do another one.